Hi, I'm Dorothy Gable, and this is the Biblical Dementia Caregiving channel. Today, I will look at the top caregiving goals that will guide us as we step forward to care for a loved one with dementia. If you found this video helpful, click the like and don't forget to subscribe. This information is provided to help you find creative solutions to care for your loved one, but is no substitute for medical care. If you notice a serious incident or drop in function, see a medical professional. This is part of the job of a primary caregiver, ensuring that your loved one has all the resources they need. Now, let's look into more detail of some of the goals and attitudes that will help us be the best caregiver we can be. It's hard to be effective and figure out how to find solutions if we don't have achievable goals that acknowledge the reality of dementia in our loved one. The top tier goal that will shine the light on how to develop short-term daily goals is that we are helping our loved one live well with dementia. What does this look like? Our loved one is able to do all they can each day while remaining calm and relaxed. Some days this will be achievable. Other days this will be a struggle that will require us to search for out-of-the-box creative solutions. Here is an example. A woman noticed that her mother would become irate in the late afternoon. The daughter tried all sorts of remedies, but none helped, and this was usually the time she had to focus on getting supper ready. Unsure of what to do, she decided to closely observe everything that happened during this period. That was when she noticed every day at that time the postman walked up to the front of the house to deliver their mail. The daughter perceived a simple solution. A short time before the mailman's appearance, she closed the curtains and turned on the TV. Problem solved, peace maintained. Sometimes we have to play detective to discover triggers that might be causing our loved ones distress. It does not have to be logical or something we understand. This type of behavior study might require us to keep a log of time, place, who was present, as well as your loved one's mental or physical state. Don't forget, an infection or fever can temporarily plunge our loved one into emotional distress. For example, one caregiver noticed their spouse would become upset when trying to dress in the morning. One day they had to eat breakfast first and then attempted to find clothes for the day. She noticed her husband was calm and cooperative. Now they begin each day with coffee, orange juice, toast, and his pain medication before dressing for the day's activities. If we can help our loved one get through their day by removing triggers beforehand, we have achieved the daily goal of helping our loved one remain calm. A later video on the middle stages will expand on tips for achieving this. The second part of this goal is that each day we are able to help our loved one be as active and as engaged as they can be. Just as not moving and staying in bed will quickly deteriorate our muscles, not engaging, not doing things, not communicating with others on some level, not challenging our brain to process and think will lead to accelerated mental deterioration. At this point, we look for activities that our loved one can still do at their current levels. As their abilities decrease, we need to accept that they will be able to pursue their favorite activities at lower levels. So, a jigsaw puzzle hound will one day happily put together simpler puzzles. The term for this is stage appropriate, not age appropriate. To be able to allow our loved one to be active, we might have to accept behavior not necessarily suited to their chronological age. Let's recap. Top tier goal, to live well with dementia. And this looks like being calm at least some part of the day. In other words, we will try to shape their environment to make it possible or likely that they can maintain emotional equilibrium, remembering that some days will be difficult. To achieve that, we look for triggers and plan accordingly. And if our loved one shifts into a difficult period, we will have to play detective to discover their latest trigger. We allow our loved one to participate and interact at their current level. This is what loving care looks like as we commit ourselves to love them unconditionally, being kind, forgiving, walking with them through this time while making the decisions that must be made and that they can no longer make. What this will look like will depend upon the type of diseases involved, your loved one's unique expression of it due to their personality, abilities, and preferences, coupled with their current stage. The next video will look at the 3 main stages. If we can reach that point, find the ways to help our loved one live each day in the light and love in God. In whatever form this takes, watching the butterflies flit from flower to flower, go for drives and watch children play in the soccer field, help them put clothespins on a rack over and over again, we will have no regrets after their passing, for we can say that when the Lord called, when the need came, we helped our loved one live well with dementia. If you're interested in learning more about dementia caregiving, check out my book, Dementia Caregiving from a Biblical Perspective, Your Guide for the Journey, available on Amazon, Barnes & Noble, Books A Million, ChristianBook.com, and Westbow Press. Thanks for watching. Made possible thanks to my videographer and producer, my husband Ralph Gable, creator of Electronics for the Inquisitive Experimenter.